She did.
Oh, I already knew she had all the facts. Like, I already knew what was coming my way. I just thought it was gonna be after my shift. Yo fout vin nan travay moun blanc yo. Yo fout mon kalat. Devant tout blanc yo. Nda ka faye. Yo ta ka faye.
Oh, you gave those.
Now, not only de m'perdi fom nan, m'perdi travay lan, et puis, y ap gade m nan sosyete, tan kou, yo fout mwen souflet.
Oh man, I know Security was watching that tape back.
Quiet on set.
Right. Today's
All right.
episode might get us in trouble.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You're on with us yet again for another week. You're on with Roots to Reality. It's your boy Kevin B. the Brand alongside
Yeah, girl, Shou.
Jesus fucking Christ. This can't be life.
You know what, too?
Why,
I was
Jesus?
just editing an episode where I did it so well, and you said, I thought you were going to fuck up your name. We almost 20 episodes in, and then that's why it made me put up. It's your girl, Shou. Oh,
my God. Do you want to start from the top?
No, because I don't want to edit this. It's your girl, Shou, the Vibe Enhancer, and today's episode might get us in trouble.
Get who in trouble? You're going to get yourself in trouble, not me.
Because today we're talking about infidelity, not just cheating in general. We're talking about the cultural jokes, stereotypes, and uncomfortable truths surrounding Haitian men, and this idea that somehow there's a second family somewhere. It's your line.
Oh, I'm so much not fooling with you right now. I didn't even know I had lines in there. I thought this was an episode where you're just gonna talk and I'm just gonna sit there and nod, up and down, side to side. Second family everywhere. Like somehow every Haitian uncle.
Ooh, that's the typo.
What?
Supposed to say got. That's supposed to say gotta. Don't. They gotta.
Okay. Got a wife in the States, a fiance in Haiti, and 3 kids nobody asks questions about. And somehow the entire community just acts confused every single time.
But then the internet flips it and created the funniest propaganda campaign ever. I'm just going to do it for you. Haitian
men don't cheat. I told you I ain't fooling with you today, man.
Which is hilarious.
I don't know why you said it's a propaganda.
It is
facts. These are facts.
Oh, okay.
Haitian men don't cheat. I don't know what to tell you. You can't cheat on your family.
Which is hilarious because everyone knows at least one story that immediately disproves that theory. But beneath the jokes, memes, and accusations, there's actually a real conversation here about relationships, culture, masculinity, accountability, trauma, survival, ego, and what people normalized growing up.
Because a lot of us grew up seeing cheating treated like personality trait instead of something destructive. And if we were being honest, some people still treat... Let me just say this, guys. I did not write the script. I'm literally seeing it for the first time. So the words that are being said, if I'm looking down, these are words being written by my co-hosts. Let the record show this straight off the bat. I'm not playing with y'all. So, and if we're being honest, some people still treat loyalty like it's optional. It's crazy.
So today we're unpacking it all. The jokes, the patterns, the excuses, the hurt, and whether our generation is actually doing relationships differently.
Welcome to Roots to Reality. I already said this.
I know. You said it in the beginning. It wasn't in the script for you to say it in the beginning. You chose that life, not I.
But we open every show like that, so why would you put it in the script down here? Guys, am I right or wrong? Put it in the comments. Am I right or wrong? Do we not open the show every time saying welcome back? Since when do we put it after we talk about what the episode is going to be?
I was trying to give us a cold open, but never mind. We're being a little rough. You too waff. Waff I them.
This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Didn't you tell me? Are you gonna have your energy up?
I know, because you're just very solemn while you were setting up, and then
I
all of
had a long day. You
well,
got me wearing. I look at this. I'm wearing pants and shoes and a blazer.
guys, my dream. He still messed it up with a hoodie, but you know what? That's
I
okay.
can't. Come on now.
That's okay.
I still got to be me.
I'll take
I
it.
got to meet the people where they are. I'm having a thingy. A thing. What the hell did I go
You had
to?
a
What
banquet.
was this shit
You had
today?
a banquet.
It was a banquet, but it was a banquet for a bunch of children. Some are getting ready to graduate at the end of the year. So these next 2 weeks, it's great to see the kids grow up, right? But at the same time, it's a lot of work. Oh my God. Because it's
Wait till it's your own.
ceremony this, ceremony that, plan this, plan that. 2 weeks of nonstop ceremonies, stoles, and this and that, and the year this and the year that, all the way up until the 17th when they graduate, and then we get our freedom. Now I know what school teachers feel like. When school teachers tell you, come get your children at 2:00, come get your damn children. Because at 2:05, they don't belong to us no more.
Yo, Ramsey's teacher has a countdown for how many days of school are.
Bro, we been had that shit. If you walk into our suite, there's a glass wall that has the day to pack a pickup, the day to commencement, and the last day, the day they move out off of campus. Oh my God. And to see everything in single digits is amazing. Okay? We love the children, but it's been a long year. By the time you get to this point of the year, we love y'all, but go back to your parents. Go back to your parents, go back to your uncles, go back to your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, your aunties. I don't care. Long as it's safe, go back.
I'll see you in
See
September.
you in the fall.
We're gonna get back on topic now. I triggered you. You were.
I don't like your topic.
I know, but you know what? In my defense, we did say that this was a topic that was going to have to be addressed at some point. I believe that was episode 5 or 10.
But did we really have to?
Yes, of course, because you know what? It is something that we saw.
And hold on. Why is this big ass title that says Haitian men don't cheat, ... right? Question mark. Mailed. How about that? Because y'all are just as conniving as we are.
Oh, conniving.
You
Ooh.
guys just happen to not have a second family sometimes.
Well, I think it'd be harder.
Because you'd get caught if you had your
I
second
was
family.
gonna say, I think it's harder for a woman to hide a second family than it is for a man to.
Well, we are some dum-dums. You probably would be able to get away with it. I'm just getting with baby.
And the weight just goes, oh, I gotta go on vacation really quickly. I'll be back in a while. All right. So growing up, we heard jokes about Haitian men having outside children. Actually, without naming names, do you know any of your older relatives that have outside children?
That I know of?
Yeah.
No, remember, my whole family is predominantly women.
Okay. Well, did you hear of any?
Well, all the men are not there, so I don't know. Maybe they were the side women. I don't fucking know. they weren't here, so
I would say I
maybe we're
did.
the hidden families.
Oh, maybe that should be a topic. We find a hidden family. That might be a little too controversial. Anyway, I jump off the theme. I do have uncles. I'm not gonna say on what side that do have some outside children, and we didn't even find out about them. Well, we, as in my generation, didn't find out about like funerals. And he was like, "Who this person?" And then
Well, at that point, it don't matter.
the aunties is like, "Oh yeah, that's," and I'm just like, "Bro, so y'all didn't want to tell us about like none of this, like at all growing up?" So I had a,
What did you want them to tell you?
I
Hey,
mean,
by the way,
but listen, right?
this is Pierre.
We're gonna jump back into our topic, and I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. And that's why it's gonna have to be another topic. But real quick, funny story. Decades ago, I had gone to, I think it was one of my cousins' like graduation. I don't know. I was like 19, late teens, early 20s, right? Clearly pre-Renard. And because my father was still living here. I don't know how old I was. Whatever. I went to the event. and I was dancing with this guy, amazing,
Oh boy.
like, amazing dancer, only to find out this motherfucker was my cousin. Like,
So you
my
liked your
cou
cousin.
I did, I did. Like, we exchanged numbers, and we was talking for a minute, and then my father was like, "That's your cousin." I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Did you do this sex with your cousin?
Absolutely not.
Don't lie
No,
now.
I'm not
I know
lying.
you was fast.
We lived in
You
New
was
York.
fast. You was fast.
So we're gonna go back to our
You flew to JFK. You flew JFK
community
to do like
infidelity, like,
to do like
ins
this.
like,
That was you.
"Whoosh,
You said like this,
whoosh."
cousin. You nasty. You slept with your cousin. You nasty. You're not even kissing cousins. Ew. You're gross.
I try to like you sometimes, I do, and then you remind me why I don't. Let me think about it, though, and it's funny because the first thing you said actually, when you realized what today's topic was, that was your first argument, was that women are do it more and we hide it better, right?
Yes.
But the thing about community and society and everything like that, it's the unfortunate thing is that it's not normalized for women to cheat. It is normalized for a man to cheat. It's normalized for a man to have a whole second family, whereas a woman is expected to hold down the fort and know, for instance, again, not gonna name names, but I know of a family where the husband has multiple children outside of the marriage to the point where the siblings, like, their ages, like, they got in between, right? And the wife, r ride or die, and to the point where
What did
she
you want her to do?
on the children, like, the outside children as her own.
Those children ain't asked for none of that.
I
She doing the
understand.
right thing.
Here's where I'm gonna flip it on you.
That's the Christian thing to do.
Would you do that?
Do what?
Let's say if the tables were turned. If you found out that your significant other has had, let's just give it a random number, let's say 4 children, and you
For what?
okay, we'll say 3. 3 children, and their timeline matches to when you were married, would you write it out and accept these children as your own?
But we
Because
just kind of like talked about this. It's well, you went on vacation for 4 months to have this child, and I didn't know about it. Where the fuck was I for 4 months?
okay, forget all of that part, but if you were to find out that 3
This is not a
you're
realistic scenario.
it's not fair though, but you just said that the wife did the right thing by taking in the kids, and what was she supposed to do? Okay, so if you were the wife and you found out that your husband has had multiple
But
children,
I am a boy. I cannot speak for being a wife.
you are gonna try to make this as hard as possible because you
No,
would not stay.
I
And
would not stay where.
you would not stay in that marriage. Tell the truth. 1, maybe. 2,
Yeah,
walking on thin ice.
yeah.
But 3?
No, no. I'm not. I'm liable to be gone after one. Okay,
Are
let me tell you.
you?
I think I would be able to handle
Mhm.
if it's the right person. I would be able to handle a mistake, a
Mm,
slip up.
okay.
But when you bring a child back, no. So you mean to tell me I gotta watch your ass waddle with somebody else's fucking child?
Nigga said when you bring a child back. As if you
No.
went to the grocery store and said,
Yeah.
"Oh, there was a sale, 2 for 1."
Yeah. And again, I can't
Trying to
blame
get
the child. But it's one of those situations. I can't do return to sender, but I can return you back. You go back to where you came from.
I can return you back. Okay. So what about the men will be men mentality? Because if you think about it, what you just said kind of falls into that line. As a
What do you mean?
The men will be men. You as a woman, her expectation is to stay, right? Hold it down for
I don't know where did this come from? The expectation is for her to stay. You chose to stay. I don't know what is the
no,
expectation of?
there is an expectation. There like, for instance, I told you about my cousin who got divorced, and her mother was furious with her for divorcing her husband who not only just cheated on her, but yes, had a child on her.
But you just said her mother was furious because she chose to leave.
Yes.
She made that decision for her, just like the next person that chose to stay. You made that decision for you.
Yes, but we're talking about the expectation, like the cultural expectation.
Who set this expectation?
The culture people.
What culture people? We in America.
Young ones.
The gum ones, we barely listen to them as it is right now. Anyways, we had a whole episode about that shit. Now this is where you pick to listen to them. This is the time.
Why are you like this? Why?
I'm just saying, angels advocate. Ain't that what you're telling me?
No, no, that's what your friend says. Um, all right, you go ahead. You tell me your perspective because you are just what is it? Ninja. What's the game? Ninja Slice?
Mhm.
What fruit ninja? You are fruit ninjaing all my perspectives. Go ahead.
Nah, I don't. I don't. I'm not trying to fruit ninja all your perspectives. I just think there's other ways to look at it. Uh, and we've talked about a lot of these things. I think yes, there are societal norms that are out there, but like at some point it has to be broken,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And I think this whole you opened up the show and you was talking about how like it took this propaganda. No, it was just people got tired of the assumption that all Haitian men cheat. Now, let's be completely frank and honest. I
Yeah.
can't speak for all Haitian men. I can't speak for the motherfuckers that's inside my own goddamn circle. I like to believe that they don't, but most men are not going to cheat when they find the right one.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And by right one, it's not like the right one is out here just fucking you every goddamn day to the point where you don't need it anymore. It's just you look at the perspectives of life and you look at where you are in life and what actually matters, right?
Yeah.
Um like most things in life, when a dude decides to settle down, it's for the right woman. When a dude decides to no longer be out for the streets, it's for the right woman. You know what I mean? Now, is that dude gonna slip up? Probably. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't understand what he has.
Yeah.
He slipped up. That's why, like for me, when I said it earlier, I could go past a slip up for the right person.
Yeah.
For the right person, I could look past a slip up.
Yeah.
My ego is not that. I would be sitting here being the biggest motherfucking hypocrite in my life if I said, "I for one slip up, I'm out of here. Get out."
Mm.
That's dumb. That's crazy. Now, if he wasn't the right one, yes, easy for me to say that.
Yeah. But if you're willing to make it work, you are willing to. So do you think,
That's that. I would chalk that up to like, oh, that's just somebody from her past. It was before me. That's how I would have to look at it.
even if
But
it
when you insert baby now, I can't.
no, but
I'm looking at you waddle with that man's baby inside you. No
well, I'll
way.
bring you another scenario.
Wow.
Oh,
Huh?
I said I'm gonna bring you another scenario. What's the show that you watch? Oh, The Rookie. You watch The Rookie? Do you watch
The
TV?
cop show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a lot. I watch too much TV.
Oh.
It's probably why I don't get nothing done.
So, a very interesting part, with one of the main characters is the wife started working in a hospital and would flirt because I've well, we always have a work wife or a work husband, and he pretty much realized something going on here, and she admitted to him that she has feelings for the work husband. Granted, nothing has happened. Like, they've never even.
Wait, who was in the house? I was talking about the same show.
Yeah, the rookie. Okay, so the bald head man, right? The, like, old captain, whatever, the old chief.
Ah, yes, yes, yes,
His
yes,
wife.
yes, yes. Okay.
His wife caught feelings for one of the doctors in the hospital that she was working
Mhm, mhm,
with,
mhm.
and that shit broke him. Like they ain't did nothing.
You
Nothing.
know what's crazy? I
Mm.
think most men will tell you that emotional connection, it cuts deeper than you actually going to fuck the person.
And so I
Because
think
for us, we look at sex as transactional. Emotional connection, oh shit, you gone. You don't belong to me no more.
that's why when women cheat, it's so much worse.
Yes, because y'all are emotionally connected to somebody. Y'all not just fucking. We're out here just fucking. No, let me hold on. Pause. Not we're. They out there just fucking, right? You guys build an emotional connection. Y'all been talking for a while. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Now legs are open. Yeah. All that baby, baby shit. Y'all are sitting here making love. We was fucking.
I just went to go play real quick. I'm coming back. Like
Huh?
I don't even care for her. That's how y'all think. I'll be right
Yeah, man.
back. I'm just gonna
Jay said it best. I was just fucking them girls. I was gonna be right back.
Lord have mercy. Have
There's a J line for everything.
there is. There is. Um, so what are your thoughts on as long as I take care of home, I'm still a good man?
I mean, that goes back to the whole societal norm shit that we talk about. What nowadays, at my big ass age of 40, what is considered taking care of home for both sides, right?
Mm,
You might think that because you're doing X, Y, and Z, you're taking care of home, but in reality, it's fucking TUV she's looking for, right?
what's TUV?
No, I was just saying because I said alphabet XYZ, but she's
Oh, okay.
looking.
Like
Jesus
I'm like
fucking Christ!
tender.
You was trying to put words to it.
I'm like, oh, not tender loving care. He said TUV. I'm like, what's for you? Tender unicorn? Tender unicorn vitality. Go ahead.
But yeah, I think there are people that believe that I'm taking care of home, but the same way, I honestly believe some women they understand the life that they signed up for, and they're willing to tolerate it. Sometimes it
Yeah,
comes with the life,
you said that. I don't know why.
especially if you're not willing to you take care of home. Because sometimes that dude might just be sitting there ready to, settle down and all that good shit, but he's not getting what he needs just as much as you're not getting what you need. But nobody's having a fucking conversation in the first place to understand what the people actually need.
Mm, mm. So
I
what's
think, I
what?
think most. Go ahead.
No, no. I was going to ask a different question. You think most people what?
Most people what?
Finish your thought. I was switching to a different question. You lost
Oh
it. Didn't you?
no, hold on. I sure did lose it. Oh, next
All right. So
question.
then, if we look at like the immigration slash survival dynamics, right? Long distance marriages, long distance, like even if we take it before marriage, like long distance relationships. Have you ever did that?
A long distance relationship?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the closest I've come to a long distance relationship was when I was in the army and I was gone for a year.
Oh my God. Bless your heart. I just,
And I
I
did get cheated
don't
on.
I
So
okay.
I don't believe in those things, clearly.
Got it.
Everybody got fucking needs. So it is what it is.
Understood.
Next
Understood.
question.
All right, well, let's go into building together and the difference between an explanation versus an excuse
hmm
for cheating. Do you think someone can have a valid explanation for being, oh my God, I almost say infidel, for cheating, as opposed to it being an excuse?
A valid excuse.
No, I said a valid explanation.
Okay, what's the
For-
difference?
what
Excuse, explanation, it's the same shit.
is it
You're
though?
trying to validate what you just did. Can somebody have a valid? Yes, I just said it.
Oh, because
Nobody had the conversation to actually even know what the other person actually needed to understand. Like, I think two parties in a relationship. When one is not feeling fulfilled, they need to speak on it. Don't fucking assume that the other person knows what you're thinking, and then you're sitting there mad, but you never even fucking told them what the issue was.
Yeah.
And vice versa, right? You thinking you're taking care of home, but in reality, that's not taking care of home for this person. That person needs security or needs this, or financial is a thing. This is a thing. That's what keeps them like in line and knowing that you're taking care of home. But you out here walking like, oh, I take care of home. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Okay. Then John's in your bed.
I just lowered it. Golly. John's in your bed. What?
Hmm.
Who is John? Sorry, I gotta take this higher. Like, this is just not. Are we good? Can you hear me? Am I working the way I should?
I heard you perfectly fine.
No, the microphone went down to my boobs. All right. And well, see, it's hard to ask you these questions because you just said, it was predominantly women in your house. What are your thoughts on the women, so the family, like the sisters, protecting the men of the family? Like, knowing that, so I'll tell you, for instance, in the example I gave earlier, I found out about some uncles. Their sisters knew. The sisters knew what was going on. They probably half the time they were friends with the other
So what you
woman.
want? What you want them to do?
Pull their brother aside and be like, "Yo, nigga, the fuck is you
And
doing?"
you think most sisters don't?
I do think most sisters don't. I do think that most sisters, and I'm gonna say in our culture, have a very "that's not my business" or "I gotta protect my brother" type of mentality. Or
Well,
like
I mean,
earlier,
uh,
boys will be
that's
boys.
that's that same brother's gonna roll up and go fight for you, no questions asked,
Not all of them.
knowing that your ass is probably annoying, knowing that your ass probably fucking done instigated this shit, but he's still gonna show up. So it's still it's the same things could be said on both sides. Like, what do you want that person to do? Go dime out their brother for somebody that they don't fucking know?
Not
Why?
not not put me in a situation where I have to make that choice.
I mean, okay. So you never popped off out the mouth knowing that your brother could come and fucking fight for you? I'm
Smooth?
not talking about your blood brother. I'm talking about brothers in general.
I said, "Smooth?" Yes, absolutely.
Exactly. It's the same shit.
So
You know
no,
that you're gonna
because
pop off at the fucking mouth,
see, that's
knowing
no,
that
that's different.
without no questions asked. "Toot,
No,
toot, 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 toot.
no,
Let me tell you about it. I'm coming."
that's not the same thing
How is it not?
because
Your
I
brother's there. Your brother is there hiding and protecting your ass, just same way that the sister is protecting the brother.
no, no. My brother is protecting me, and technically, because I have a very vulgar mouth, I
Mm-hmm.
I technically I don't condone violence. But if I was to say some off the wall shit that's about to get me fucked up, I'm wrong. So I shouldn't call my brother to have to come and handle this. I shouldn't do it in the first place. But saying that this is on the same page of protecting somebody having a whole illegitimate child, and I'm going to protect, that's not the same thing as, "Oh, I'm going to call my brother."
I don't like when people call children illegitimate.
That's
It
only because
just
I've
sounds
written.
this
And
sounds wrong.
I'm gonna just,
That child ain't done nothing to nobody.
listen, in my defense, I've been binge watching Bridgerton. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Like illegitimate bastard childs. Like let's leave those alone. Like
What's the
they're children.
they use the C word. Cor pod? Something like that, whatever. But that's why that's why the word illegitimate came out of my mouth because I literally and actually I have 1.5 episode left to finish the season. But, um, I I cannot put that on the same level as protecting. Oh, you don't even have to say brother, you say family. If you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. Now, am I going to call your significant other and let them know what happened? No, not at all.
But that's the thing. I think. You could call you could call your brother and be like, "Yo, I think that's kind of fucked up what you're doing," and then your brother's gonna look at you like, "All right, thanks for your
Right.
opinion."
You gonna protect me or not? You gonna keep my secret or not? Mm,
I mean,
mm, mm.
and I'm trying to think
I want to go back to when you said you had gotten cheated on. Was that the first time you had ever gotten cheated on?
that I know of.
Oh, how were you shocked, or did you expect it, or like take me through
Did I
there.
expect it? No, I didn't expect it. Um, no ego is gonna allow you to be like, "Oh, I could see how this could happen here." Um, no, I did not expect it. And remember, I'm in Afghanistan. I'm fighting a war, not this fake shit. Like I'm in the shit. Okay,
Yeah,
any day I could walk out. Zip, doop, doop, Fini, going to meet my maker. That's it.
I
You
can't
know?
stand it. Do, do. What? Is that what
Yeah,
it sounded like?
that's the sound of the bullet. Zip, doop, doop. Take you out. Goodbye. God bless.
Well, now that you say that,
Say
it
hi
does.
to the father.
Um, how did you handle it?
How did I handle it? How did I handle it? You tell the motherfucker, by the time you get home, you want them gone. But like most people, when you get caught up, and I'm gonna say when you get caught up, because I'm not no innocent little child here. I was for the streets, right? Um, and at first, yeah, it throws you for a loop because it's like, wait, what the fuck? The moment I say I'm no longer for the streets, this is what happens to me. Man,
Mm,
fuck this shit. I'm going back to the streets. You know what I mean? So there's all these things going wrapping in your head or whatever.
yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, um, I know for me, I can only talk for me. Internally, you start thinking like, okay, what did I do?
Mm,
Where did I go wrong? And
mm.
then I started saying, I was like, how the fuck could I be wrong? I was in goddamn Afghanistan. Like, what the hell?
He said I was fighting for the country.
God damn.
I was
Like
so
shit. If I was home and I'm ignoring you or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, then you start to think about some shit like, well, I could see, maybe I wasn't doing it. But it's like, wait, what? No, what the fuck? There's nothing I could possibly do. You know what I mean? So it was
Well,
just one of those
you
things. It
could have
was like,
flown back
listen,
on a doggone
I believe,
helicopter every once in a while, Kevin. That's what
huh?
you could have did. You could have just hijacked the plane and flew your ass back to the US every once in a while.
And your species would actually believe that shit. Like in their mind, they're like, so
They're like, "Yep,
why
yeah,
didn't you
that makes
why
sense."
didn't you steal the helicopter and then bring it to a boat, swim that boat across the Atlantic Ocean, and then fucking get a plane and then come see me and then go back?
I'm glad you said you're a species. Like like we're not all human. I'll tell you about the first time I got cheated on was it was a you know what? I've come to realize I don't do nothing small. Like nothing normal can happen in my life. Like I just can't get like a regular cheating situation. Like I had was not my first boyfriend, but it was a relationship. But the cheating factor went into the point where the girl who he was cheating on me with pretended to be his sister, and we hung out, like, all the time.
Oh, you make my head hurt. Hold on, wait a second. Okay,
And they were playing me. I'm
I don't
over
even
it.
have words. I don't even have words. Just continue with your story.
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of question would be a follow up question for this. You literally stumped my journalistic integrity right now. I don't know what is a follow up question to this situation
For
here.
5 years. For 5 years. Well, technically, did I find out 5 years or 3? Between the
Did
2.
they put on your forehead, dummy?
No, ho okay, how
They saw you coming. Like I don't understand this.
well, it was one of my first like, I think it was probably, like, my first real relationship.
How did they pretend that that's his?
He introduced her to me as his sister, And she
And when you would go to his house, you don't see a girl's room? Like what did you do?
well, no, because we were like, how old was I? I was like 18, 19. And so he
So at 18, 19, again, I'm asking you, stop. Stop. You go to your boyfriend's house.
no, I never went to his house. I did not go to his house. He
And
had
this is how they end up with fucking hidden families, because I don't understand. You're in a 4 or 5 year relationship. You never went to this guy's
well,
house.
because he never like he was adopted, so he didn't live there, like where his family was. He was barely there. Half the time he would sleep over
Shou
with
Alexander. Okay. Was he homeless or living out of a car?
he was pretty much homeless because I'm telling you, he lived, and R.I.P. because he's not alive anymore. But uh, he
So
had family
we
down
got
the street.
there's a whole bunch to unpack right here. You're in a whole ass relationship with a
Mhm.
homeless person. No disrespect to the unhoused, but I don't think your first priority should be a relationship.
I don't
And
like it.
you said, this unhoused fellow, that's who I want to be with.
Yeah, I was 17 because it was college. I had just started college. Yeah, I was 17. Yeah,
This is what happens when you
because I
lock
remember
children away, because the
I
moment they're free,
mhm.
they don't know how to act.
Nope, nope.
The first motherfucker that batted his eyes and told us some sweet nothings.
Oh my god, that's exactly what happened. And he was in
Oh
and out
shit,
of jail. I
Trevor.
put money on his books. That was a long it was bad. It was
So
bad.
okay, you're
Wow.
dating this unhoused fellow, and he tells you that this young lady, oh, this is my sister.
Yeah, and
And then
she
now you become friends with and they're unhoused together?
no, she had her own place. So she probably went I never went to her house. She probably lived with her.
You're making
I
this up.
don't
You're making this up.
I promise you I'm not.
So
I'm
he's unhoused, but this is his sister, but she has her own house.
oh, I didn't think that
Let me tell you something. I have two sisters. There's no way I'm unhoused and I don't have a place to live.
listen, he slept wherever. Like, at 17 years old, I didn't think to question any of this. I didn't. I was 17. And also, you gotta keep in mind too, I had really, 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 really low self-esteem at that point in my life. So,
To
like,
go date an unhoused man?
to me, he wasn't a like, I didn't think anything of the fact that he would just always sleep at his friend's house, or his godbrother lived down the street, so he was always there, or he would sleep there, mm, or he was in jail. So it was kinda like just listen, it was but anyway, so that was like my
So he
first
went from unhoused to jailed? Yeah, Shu,
it was a hard time.
you gave me a headache and I have no Tylenol down here. I don't know how to
It
operate.
was a hard time.
This is crazy.
It was a very crazy time. But I say that too, that was my first, like, person to ever cheat on me. And
No,
he
that shit don't count.
it
That shit wasn't real. It was never real.
you know what's worse?
It's a false story.
He used to always accuse
I
me
think you're making up this story for ratings.
I
I
know,
apologize,
no,
guys.
I'm not. And I will tell
This is
you,
clickbait.
the people who know me, they know exactly who I'm talking about. And they're gonna be listening like, "Oh,
The people that know you allowed you to date some unhoused fellow for 4 or 5 years, and then allow you to be in
what
a
and
situation where they
Calvin,
told you
no."
that this young lady, that's his sister, has a place, but he's still unhoused, and he going to jail,
I didn't tell
and
them.
I love him.
I did always tell them that I loved him. My sister used to call him Mosquito because he was very skinny. Anyway, let's move on.
Was this your first sexual relationship?
No.
So why were you so like enamored with this unhoused fellow
Well,
that went to jail with
because
a sister that has a house that's
well,
not his sister?
'cause he said all the right things. My first sexual relationship was he's throw that away. I'm not gonna talk about that one.
That's the one you want to throw away? Not this one? Jesus
I
Christ.
threw them all away, to be
I could only imagine what the one you're throwing away, what went wrong there?
It was just about sex. He never took me out on a date. It was always just, "Hey, you wanna come over?"
That sounds more normal. Let's throw away this other one. Next time we have conversations, throw that one away, and let's use this one as an example because that sounds more normal. I
Uh,
still think this other story is fake. Okay, there's nothing that's gonna change my mind. I think it was fake. You
no,
you 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 just sold us all a story for clickbait.
I
Fox News. That's who you are right now. Fox News. Fake news. This is crazy.
oh, we'll put a pin in yeah, no, I'm not gonna open that book. Anyway, I'm not gonna open that can. We're gonna move on.
Yes. There was so many red flags in this situation here.
Well, there was, but and so, okay, so you know what? Before we throw that story away, I will say,
For good, never to speak about it again.
well, before we do that, I
Mhm.
will say I went through a lot in that relationship because I convinced myself that if I stay loyal, if I show him that I'm ride or die, I'm gonna outlast all the other women that he was cheating on me with regularly. Like, I'm telling you, it was it was to the point that I think we had, like, a f 1, 2, 3 there was 3 of us. So when I found out that the sister was not a sister, it was because she was upset with him about something else or whatever it was. I think they got into an argument and he, like, said something in my defense, so she called me to tell me what was going on and then called his baby mama, and, like, it was the 3 of us on the phone, just, like, dissecting the whole
Mhm.
situation, like, it was
So when you're dating this young fellow
Mhm.
who's unhoused, where are you housed at this time?
I was living in my mom in my well, in the house I own now with my family.
But didn't you stay on campus also?
No, I never lived on campus.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Mm-mm.
I'm just trying to figure out how come you guys never stayed together. I'm
Well,
like,
'cause I was
if he's
also
unhoused, why let him sleep on a couch? Why not sleep together?
I was 17 years old. I was a baby. I was wet behind the
No,
ears.
you was a dummy. This is crazy.
And you know what's funny? Towards the end of the relationship, he got physical, and I remember who came to my, I'll say, rescue? Melvin. I don't know why he was in the area, but, like, I, like, took off running. And I think he called me or whatever it was, and he was like, "Yo, I'm coming to pick you up." And it was him, it wasn't even him driving, it was somebody else was driving, he came to pick me up, and he was like, "Yo, what's the house?" And I was like, can you just bring me home, please? I just don't wanna be here right now." I'm telling you. I told you, I can't have a regular story, my shit has to be dynamic, like, why couldn't I just have a regular person just cheat on me and then I keep it pushing? No, I had to be the one to find a motherfucker to have somebody impersonate his family for a good 5 fucking years while he was in and out of jail, and yeah, but I will say
This is beyond me.
yeah, mm,
Yeah. Now, all I wanted to, I'm gonna reel this a little bit back in. You know, in my situation,
mhm,
see, I'm a person. I believe in karma,
mhm,
and I was for the streets. So when the shit went down, I started justifying it in my head. Is karma coming back for me? So now you can't just leave because when karma, when you was in these streets and you slip up, you was telling people, baby, please. It was just a mistake, I swear.
fine, I won't do it again.
Say all the sweet nothings and it'll work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't work, right? So when this person is sitting there telling you, baby, please, it was just a mistake, right? So, I try to,
Give it a
I put my I try to put my ego aside for a little bit, and you make it work, and every little thing becomes bigger than it was,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you could see people moving on eggshells. They're doing more, trying to make up for certain shit and all that, and then it just started feeling like phony at the same time, right? And in the back of my mind, I was like, all right, cool. I got a little time left in this shit. I'm gonna ride this thing out. And once it's time to go back to the streets, I will be back in these motherfucking streets.
Did you
Cause
ever get
these hoes ain't loyal.
did you
And
ever
I'm
feel
now back being a
pressured
hoe.
to did you ever feel pressured to cheat?
What kind of fucking thing is that? Pressure to cheat. What do you mean?
Like,
Why would somebody have pressure to cheat? Make me understand so I can answer it
well, because,
correctly.
there is and this is the part where you yell at me about the culture thing. There's a culture of, normalizing cheating, or what did it's a Jay-Z line too. He said, "Have an affair, act like an adult for once." Oh, look at me. Oh,
Um,
love that song though, but, um
I don't know if there was pressure to cheat. I just think there was a point in time where it was easier.
Mhm,
There was a point in time where, you know, I've talked about this before. I don't know if I talk about it on here, but everybody goes through their little awkward phase, right?
mhm,
My awkward phase, you get, and we from the generation where you had to actually walk up and go talk to girls and get
mhm.
girls' numbers and all that other shit. So like, you get rejection, and no, and rejection, and then
Action, y'all.
then you figure out who you are, how you fit into these certain things. You start to understand life a little bit, and then these are the days where it was like the the music scene, the club scene, and hanging out with Smooth and I see and all these other people, and then that's where the mic shit situation happened, and that shit just changed my life altogether. So now it became, I don't have to go talk. People's coming to talk to me, and I'm getting attention and all that other shit. So from going from a bunch of no's to a whole lot of hey, I'm like, all right, well, I can't turn this shit down. I don't know when this shit's gonna happen again. I can't turn that shit down. I can't turn. You too? Okay, cool. You know what I mean? And that's how you end up for the streets, right? You get the attention. Not saying that you wasn't getting attention, but it's just like for so long you was craving all this shit, right? And it's like then it became too easy, and
Yeah.
it was like now you start making money on top of that. It's like now it's even dumber, right? So I don't know if it was pressures, but I do know that played a heavy part in it. Like, yeah, it definitely played its part. And I used to tell a few people, love me with your mind, not your heart, because
Mhm.
your heart gonna get broken. I don't know what to tell you.
So, I know we're supposed to be talking, like, the cultural aspect of it, but this has become a very different conversation. So we talked about being cheated on.
Hmm.
Let's shift the gear to cheating. Do you remember the first time you ever
I
cheated?
don't cheat. I'm a wholesome boy. I told everybody what it is.
Do you remember a time, the first time you
I'm
ever
being serious. I told everybody what it is. The day you lie, that's when you're cheating. I'm a firm believer of that shit. If I, prime example, if you call me late night, hey, where you at? Oh, I'm at a girl's house trying to see if I get my boop boop, right?
Mhm.
Oh my God, you're so stupid, blah, blah, blah. You're so dumb. Just call me later. All right, cool. I did not lie. You chose to think that I was playing around. That's your problem.
Oh my god, this is why you went to
So
be
therefore, I never cheated.
oh.
I told you the truth. Told you where I was, what I'm doing. See you tomorrow.
Okay, so let me rephrase my question. Let's talk about the first time the other party took your actions as cheating.
Hmm.
How did that go?
Not good. What the fuck? Like, shit. Listen,
But did you hit them
uh,
with the same line of, "Bro, I told you what I was doing"?
listen. Just because I told you doesn't mean it doesn't fucking. End of the day, like, come on now. I could try to justify it all I want. Yeah, I told you, but at the end of the day, you still wrong, motherfucker. Yeah, no, I remember the first time shit blew up. You know, I was working at a place where people could come into the job,
Oof.
and, and let's just say a couple of my coworkers saw me get slapped in the middle of my shift, and the person walked away, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And you know when you look around to see if everybody saw, and knowing good and goddamn well, motherfucker, you saw 7 motherfuckers saw what just happened. Like, are you trying to look to see if your face is still there? Because they saw. So yeah, you know,
Oh my god, that
that
hurt.
was my first that was my first encounter of actually like getting caught up in the streets, right? Because every other time it was rumor. It
Yeah.
was in the windows. It's like you never had any proof. This time this person had proof. And it was like, oh shit. Okay. All right.
Did you
And there
try
ain't nothing you can say at that point. And motherfucker didn't even give you a chance to say anything. It was like, shit. The fuck just happened right now? Oh man. Yo, that's just, it's funny now, but like in the moment, it was like, man, what the fuck just happened right now? And it's one of those things like in my mind, I wanted to play tough, but I'm like, that motherfucker just walked into your job and slapped the shit out of you. You better shut the fuck up and just take that. Cause you know exactly what you did. Eat that slap and call it a day. Don't say nothing, just let him walk out.
go finish your shift?
Mind you, I think I still had like probably about 6 hours left on that shift. Like I just got to work too, so it's like the whole day you sitting there and like at that job, I was such like a little social butterfly. That's one day I never left that. I never left my area.
Nobody that day. Oh my god.
People that I normally would be talking to, they don't even know what to do or say. They just left it alone. Oh man, that shit was
Oh,
crazy.
like you said, it's I'm like, I see I'm hot. I gotta take this blanket off. Ooh. Oh man, I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
All right. First
Yeah,
time I
that's
got
that's that's the most wild one. Other than that, any other time that you have your slip ups or whatever, like I said, it's always been like, hey, you know me, prove it. You talking about rumors and shit, and to prove it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. And
I
even if
had
you can prove it, I might still sit there and try to like, what?
I had an
Gaslight the fuck
ex-boyfriend.
out your ass.
Well, technically at the time he was my boyfriend, but he followed me, and that's how he knew I was cheating. Like
Wait.
he followed me. I didn't even know. Like he
Oh my Jesus Christ. Hold
I
on.
didn't
So hold on.
Yeah, he
So
followed
you
me.
out here thinking you big and bad in these
Yep,
streets,
yep,
and motherfuckers out here watching you like the police.
yo, he followed me because he told me exactly he left me a voicemail, and he cussed me out. Like, oh my gosh. He cussed me all the way from here to South Central Bay, okay? And then I couldn't even deny it because he told me the address that I was at.
I still deny that shit.
I said, "Oh, shit." He
Was it a building or a house?
It was a building.
Oh shit. What apartment? Because I don't know what you're talking about. I went to go see my friend at this apartment over here.
That's true. That's true. Well, I was young. I didn't
Uh-uh.
it was a interesting time in my life. But
So
yeah,
so let me ask you, how many times were you for the streets?
I plead the fifth. Things were
Good
going
answer.
good.
Good
I am
answer.
known.
Good answer. Good
No,
fucking answer.
no. Um, no, but I will say that I, similar to what you were
So
saying,
the show title should change.
it will.
Haitian people.
Or we don't cheat, right?
Yes. Yes.
Um, I will say similar to what you just said, I had a very awkward stage growing up, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get attention. I was always the joke where, they have the friend group and it's that one friend that nobody ever thought, like the guys don't ever even notice that she's there. That was me. So when I started to get attention, and of course, I'm in a relationship at this point, I'm kinda like, "Yeah, but I don't know when it's gonna happen again, so, what? You think
Yep.
that's real? Oh, what? Yeah, we could talk, yeah, da, 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 da." And
That shit's a drug, man.
it
When
is
you
a
never
drug.
had it and it hit that tosin, it's like, man,
You be
I
sitting there
don't know
like,
when I'm gonna
"I'm
I don't
hot."
know when I'm gonna ride this high again. Let's rock out. You too?
And
Wait.
then you tell yourself, like, "I can control it. I'm only gonna go this I'm just gonna flirt. I'm just" but and I think that goes back to what you were saying about men and women. Women, unfortunately, we build an emotional relationship first. We s
Mhm.
texting and the talking and the but this is where y'all are the drug because y'all be sending the, "Good morning, beautiful. Good morning." How
Yeah,
many
nigga, we trying to smash. What you thought?
how many good morning beau
What you think we're gonna be like, hey shorty, you coming to fuck with all? Like we know that shit ain't gonna work. We
it depends.
To
Depends.
some, it might work. You know what I mean? There's very few women out there that'll be like, keep it a buck. Like, this is what it's gonna be. But it's very rare that you're gonna walk into those situations. So you got to put in a little bit of work.
So,
You gotta say the sweet. You gotta say the sweet nothings.
having been on both ends,
Hmm.
and now you are a refound man, how hard was it for you to
Proud
learn
we found man. God damn it!
how to
Put that
read?
out there again. Hit the
Yeah.
down for me.
Oh, yeah, hold on, which one is it? Hold on.
Jesus Christ! I'll take that.
Yay! What's this one? Oh, that's a better one. I like that. I gotta start using this more often. That is I be forgetting that's there, as much as I wanted it. Um, how long did it take you to learn to trust again?
So
Or do you feel like
honest
you
to
still
goodness,
struggle with trust?
I don't struggle with trust. I
Mm,
think until I can't blame every person thereafter because of what
mhm,
one person did. That's
okay.
crazy because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. I don't want to be making up for 7 boyfriends ago. That's crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's like, until you give me a reason to not to, I'm gonna give you the benefits of the doubts. I'm not giving you full blown blind trust, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and then we're gonna grow from there.
do you think that you walked into relationships with more trust and doubt? Or you have a little bit of doubt and little by little, that relationship had to, like, break down a layer?
No, I think I walk in more with trust than and less about doubt. If you're already doubting the situation, you shouldn't even be call it what it is. You're there for a quick little, something, and you
Yeah.
go about your business. That's not a relationship.
Mm,
When it's time to do the whole relationship stuff, you start to you move different, you act different, you talk different. You know what I mean? And the trust is gonna be naturally there because it's new. This
yeah,
person ain't done nothing to me yet. This
yeah,
person is giving me the attention that I'm looking for currently.
yeah,
So we're gonna rock with what's currently in front of me until
mm,
you give me a reason not to.
yeah, yeah.
That's that's how I want somebody to treat me. Until I give you some reason not to, then don't blame me for whatever this. Don't blame me for some stereotype stuff and all that other shit. Like, it is what it is.
You see, I wanna have that thought, right? And I don't know if it's the anxiety or the woman in me, but I to this and I know Renard gets tired of hearing me say it. I be telling I'm like, "One day you're just gonna get sick of me." Like I do, and he just goes, "Bro, if I was gonna get sick of you, I'd have been left." And I'm like, "Mm." Like, I legit still have it in my and you know what? I'll chuck it up to human nature.
Hmm.
Case in point, Sunday. Yeah, because Ramses has football practice on Sunday. My husband done walked over. He was standing next to me at one point, and then he, like, walked over to the other side, and I saw him standing next to this other mom, and they were talking for a little bit, and then he literally stayed over there. And I'm like, "Alright, let me give him a couple time. Let me give him some time." They were having a conversation. "Well, bueno, she da lot more, la pale, ki." I said
Why are you like this?
I said, I sent him a text message like, so we making friends? Like, what, what's going on? And he sent me what are you talking about face? And then he's like, oh, it's almost 4 o'clock. Practice is still going. I said, well, you look like you occupying your time just fine. And then he came over to me and he was like, don't be that guy. No, 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 no.
For real, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Because you done been over there for way, 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 way too long. I had a conversation with somebody about
What you think they was about to do? Fuck right there?
it don't matter. Because
Girl,
like
stop.
you said,
No guy likes insecurity shit. We
well,
was just having a conversation.
a very
Re the fuck lax.
a very long one. A very long
So,
one.
in the middle of a fucking football field while
Mhm.
kids are playing, what did you honestly think is gonna happen?
It don't matter. Keep your ass over here by your wife. What you standing over there for? Because I'll tell you this.
You could have walked over and introduced yourself, and we all could have been fucking friends.
No, because then that lady gonna be like, oh my God, here come this chick. She gonna come over here because her husband's standing over here. Damn right. Damn
Okay.
right.
Instead, you did worse. You brought it into your household rather than letting some strange woman think you're some crazy.
No,
Now, in your household, is now looking at you like you're crazy.
well, he's not looking at me like I'm crazy. Renard knows that all my screws are not tight. So that's why I'd be like, I don't know why you do these things.
Not tight. Them shits are fucking just jangling on the floor at this point.
Jingling, baby. Yeah, no, don't give me a reason to get crazy. Listen. All right, hold on. Because I have my thing it keeps going off because I want to jump to how infidelity affects what impacts self-worth or, well, we already talked about trust and mental health and stuff like that and the children's perspective of love. But first, let's talk about how it impacts self-worth because even you said it for the first one, you almost question yourself to be like, did I do something? What did I? And you're like, no, nigga, I was in Afghanistan fucking dodging bullets, not pew, pew,
The
pew.
first one that I know of. Let's put that out there.
The
Because
first one.
I'd be, yeah, my ego, it's very egotistical to think that only one time in my big ass age of 41 that has happened to me.
You never know.
And again, remember, I say emotional connections for a woman is just as, I'd rather you just go fuck than to build that true emotional connection. So I know for a fact that has happened a few times.
Hmm. I'm trying to remember what the question was. There was something I saw where I asked where it was like, would you rather you find out your wife cheated on you once or I don't remember what it was. I'll figure it out and I'll send it to you. But it was something along the line similar to you where it's like, oh, I think it was if they cheat on you one time or they are like an excessive flirt, like forever. Which one would you take?
You said an excessive flirt?
Excessive flirt. Would you take that or just allow them to cheat on you once?
But I think some people just, their personality seems flirty though. And people could take it as them flirting, but they're not really flirting. So yeah, I'll take that. Give me that shit. Like, what the fuck?
See, that's what I said. And
You can't
everybody
control it. Like, some people just have that aura around them where it's like they're just talking. Yes, they probably know what they're doing. They probably know that they could have the person that they want, but like they're not acting on anything. It's just okay. Go about my business. Yeah, no. Give me the flirt all day, every day. And maybe I don't know, people say that I flirt a lot, and I'm like I don't see it. I'm just having conversation.
think I
I
flirt.
don't.
I think I'm
I don't
just a
know.
very social human being.
I think yeah.
But I get told, by some people who will remain nameless, my husband, who tells me I be doing too much. I be like, "Hey, yo, 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 yo." I'll never get that. I think I was on the phone one day with somebody and I laughed way too hard. He was like, "Yo, ain't nothing that funny." I'm like, I'm on the phone. I know you on the phone because I can hear the nigga's voice. Ain't nothing that funny. He is not that funny. You laughing a little too hard. I'm like, but I'm
Share
not
with the
gonna
class. What was so
things
funny?
things things like that. I don't even remember. But things like that I go, okay, baby. That's right. Talk to me like that. Talk to me like that. Um, why do you think communities shame the hurt person more than the dishonest person?
Do they though?
Yes.
That's still a thing?
Yeah. I think communities are more likely to be like, "Oh, just forgive them." And they mask it in the, do you or don't let it affect you or don't dwell on it and things like that as opposed to, "No, nigga, let me be hurt. This person just broke my heart, shattered it into pieces."
Yeah, I think that's mm. Um maybe it's because it goes back to the thing where, that whole we talked about it earlier, where people think that they're taking care of home, and to the outside looking in, some people only see the surface level shit. So to
Mhm.
them, they're like, "Oh, that's a good person, male or female. That's a good person.
Yeah.
It was a mistake. Just relax.
Mhm.
Second time happens. It's just a man being a man, or
Mhm.
she didn't mean to do that. It's not like it's a pattern with the one person. You know what I mean?
Um,
Like we'll justify anything if we feel as though, damn, that person got money. Come
mhm.
on, like he give you status, or this girl, she's a powerhouse. It changed your life. Just okay. Occasionally they have to go do this. Maybe you have to do something. I'm like,
Mm.
I guess, but we all have to make those decisions on what we're willing to take and what not take. You can't let somebody else tell you what it is.
Oof, you went to church with that one. You had
Did
me
I?
you had me like, my foot was trying to stomp. Alright, let's hop into rapid fire.
Let's do it.
Alright. Can men cheat emotionally without physical cheating?
I don't think our brains compute that, to be honest.
So you're no.
I think it's a physical thing.
Hmm, I disagree, but okay. Why do men suddenly become philosophers after getting caught?
Um, next question. I don't know.
Would you rather be cheated on once or lied to for years?
Lied to about what?
I
I need context.
I don't actually, that's a good question. Let's say they had a whole secret family
Nope. Go ahead and cheat on me once.
once. Why do some men call honesty drama?
Because who's giving the honesty? And another thing? I do believe. I'm sorry. I know this is rapid. We'll come back. We'll come back. We'll come back. Come back. Finish your fucking questions.
Do men really tell their friends everything? There's a group
There's that.
somewhere.
There's at least one person that knows everything.
Mm, be honest. How many Haitian uncles do you think got a secret Facebook account?
I don't know. I don't have those.
That's because y'all are the uncles now.
We unks, and I ain't got no fucking secret Facebook, man. I got this my Facebook, my IG. I don't even know how to do secret shit, so I'm too dumb for all this crap. Like
All my shit's public. They're gonna catch me.
public, public, and same name on everything. Kevin be the brand. If you see any other pages out there, that ain't me. They lying.
Catfish.
Hey, here we go. Why do women ignore obvious red flags? I can't ask you this. You was a dumb that was just with a fucking unhoused person. But go ahead.
Because
Tell me why.
yeah.
Cause
Well,
what?
I said because we're always sold. Well, honestly, it's because we see the ratchetry on TV. So we ignore the red flags because we see these like Love and Basketball or Love and Hip Hop or not Love and Basketball, Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop and all these other TV shows where the women are showing that they are clearly with somebody who's cheating on them, but somehow they're making it work. So we have been sold this false narrative that it's just a phase, and if you ride through with them, you're gonna have this amazing eternal reward. So that's why I think that women ignore red flags, and self-esteem.
One truly rebuild after cheating.
It depends, but we'll dive into that after.
Do women forgive emotional cheating differently than physical cheating?
No, no.
So cheating is cheating.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Moving on. Why do people stalk instead of leaving?
You said stalk?
That's what the question said.
I
I
think
don't
it's
even know what the fuck that means.
we
Stalk
want
what? Stalk the person?
yeah, I think it's because of what you said. I need proof.
Oh yeah,
I
you
need
you
proof.
better come with the
I need to see
facts.
you. Yeah, I need
Because
to
I'm gonna tell you right now, you come and slap me in my motherfucking face, you better have the facts. The
and,
facts or my sisters are coming.
and she did. She
Oh,
did.
I already knew she had all the facts. Like I already knew what was coming my way. I just thought it was gonna be after my shift. Yo foot vin nan travay moun blanc yo. Yo foot mon kalot. Devant tout blanc yo. Mda ka faye. Yo ta ka faye m.
Oh, you gave those.
Now, not only de m'perdi fom nan, m'perdi travay lan, et puis, y ap gade m nan sosyete, tan kou, yo fout mwen souflet, pum!
Oh man, I know Security was watching that tape back.
Hmm. Anyways, what's worse, cheating or public embarrassment? Oh shit, perfect. Public embarrassment. Fout mwen kalot nan travay moun yo blan yo.
No, I have
A
to
la
go with
fweka?
public embarrassment. Let me tell you. Oh wait, is that the last question?
Yes.
Oh, yo, I wasn't even cheating. I always tell people this story, and this is why I'm so different when I walk out in public. I had gone to the club with my friend, and I met my other friend who was there, and he came with his brother, and they were gentlemen because they were walking us to our cars after the club let out. That and the fact that we just realized we were too old. Was it Venue? I think it was like one of when the newer venues, um, because Justin Bieber was in the club. The minute they announced that Justin Bieber was, I was like, "Nah, I gotta go home. This is not for me anymore. This is not my demographic." Leaving, and at the time, Renard was working at Whiskey Scion, I think was the name of it. So, mind you, we're at Venue, which is on this side of Tremont Street, and Renard's job, Whiskey Saigon, was like on the other, like closer to the Commons. And so we're walking to the car, and his brother was getting like a little handsy, little like, okay, sir, blah, blah, blah." But we're walking to the car, and I'm just like, hee, yeah, yeah, whatever. Like, I tell you, the friend I was with, she was walking a little ahead of me. She turned around at one point, and I just saw her whole face change. And she was like, "Shoo." I was like, pulled across the street. When I tell you Renard Ninja snatched me up and dragged my ass across the street and was like, "You got some nigga have his arm around you?" And I was like, what? I had no words. The words just could not come out of my mouth at that point.
C'est bon.
Like,
Fout bon.
he was like, "His hand was on you." I said, his hand was not on my ass. It was probably on the low of my back because we
Your
were,
ass.
but when I tell, and then to make it worse, Renard's boy was in the car. And I'm like, yo, like, help me. When I tell you this nigga, eyes straight on the road, never even looked to be.
I would have been like this. I don't know you, my man.
So yeah, public embarrassment. Well, yeah, I ain't never looked at Tremont Street the same since.
That's what you get.
Yo, he snatched me up across the street. Oh man. Yep.
I
Yep.
love that for you.
Nobody ever touched the low of my back ever since. Okay. Like that is
É foot
that,
bon.
that space is reserved for Mr. Alexandre. One question I wanted to revisit. You started talking about drama, and then you said you were going to save it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's dive into this real quick. So, why do men call honesty drama? Two things, right? I
Mhm.
feel as though when some people sit there and say and try to come clean to the other person, oh, I did this with such and such, bitch. Why? I feel as though you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that shit. Just leave. Because at
Mhm.
that point, I feel as though you want to leave and you're trying to, but you don't want to be the bad guy in the situation
You
to
wanna be
that point, like randomly saying, I want out of a relationship. So you're like manufacturing some shit, for one. For two, the honesty drama shit, it always comes down to who is telling the honesty. When it comes to from other people and all that other shit, that's the drama part.
Yeah.
This is why this person is out here doing this, that, and that. Shut the fuck up. Is it your goddamn business? She didn't catch me. So what that got to do with you?
I understand the complexity of your question now, of your response. I said, I understand the complexity of your response. You made a comment to me saying that cheating is cheating, whether it's emotional or physical. What was your thought on my answer? You don't think cheating is cheating? Ooh,
Wait,
I got
no, cheating is cheating. Come on, at this big ass age of mine right now, yes, cheating is cheating. But I do think there's differences.
Mhm.
I think one is not as harsh as the other. Well, I used to believe one is not as harsh as the other. Let's put it that way. I think that emotional connection is way more difficult and way more complex than
Yeah.
just a physical connection. You bang one time, never to be done again. You know what I mean? It's like that to me is something that most should be able to get over because there was no emotional tie there. It was physical. They might have had alcohol involved. They might have been in a bad argument and then you led some or things where there's so many things that could come there. But when
Yeah.
you build a whole ass fucking shit from right here, y'all are fucking right here? Nah. Once you're fucking each other mentally, then it's done. It's over.
Do you think men so I know you say men usually are kinda like just it's transactional, but
Mm-hmm.
how often, like, if you had to give it, like, a 9 out of 10, how many times do you think a man is more likely to build an emotional like, an emotional cheating rather than it being transactional?
I think it's on the person. I think I think it probably all intention was just supposed to be physical. But then one thing is gonna wait, hold on, wait, what? You know what I mean? And it stops you and it's like, wait, I ain't never had this before. Let me lean into this situation a little bit. Maybe I'm making shit up in my brain because I'm mad at such and such. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think the person can make it become an emotional thing.
Mm, mm, okay. Alright.
Because
Well,
trust and believe, if it's the same exact shit, ain't nobody gonna build an emotional shit. I might as well just stay where the fuck I'm at.
or you can become a polygamist.
That's a conversation for another day.
Not
We're
really.
not just gonna slide that in there.
Let's get some key takeaways. All right. Sometimes the things we joke about culturally and act are actually wounds nobody addressed. Ask yourself honestly, did you learn what healthy love looked like? Or did you only learn what survival in relationship looked like? Ooh. You know what? I will say this. I don't think growing up I have an example of a healthy relationship. Yeah,
Hmm.
because uncles had side kids or weren't married. Aunts knew about the side kid and was just like, "Fuck it, I done been with this person for so long, I'm just gonna ride it out." And then you saw divorced. So yeah, no, I learned from survival.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I'm sitting here looking at the key takeaway and but I was looking at the what was beneath it.
Mhm.
And then where it says, if your children copied your relationship habits exactly, would you be proud of what they learned?
Mm.
Thank God I had my child at this period in life. Because yes, I would be proud. Because if you was learning from that Kevin,
Mm.
shit, I'd be glad I had a boy, that's for sure.
Child.
Because oh my Jesus. But
Lord.
now, yes, of course. I think but it again, it stems back and there's no disrespect to anybody else. Everybody's there for a reason or a season. It always comes down to the right person. The right person is going to make you not be for the streets. And crazy, that doesn't mean it's going to be reciprocated, because I tried to settle down and it did not work in my favor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, just because you're ready to settle and be not for the streets anymore, doesn't mean the other person's going to be not for the streets, right? But for the right person, it will change your life.
Yeah.
A faux show. Faux show. Speaking from example, mother suckers.
I'm toward and stuff. Well, thank you for tapping into another episode of Roots to Realities. If this conversation made you laugh, reflect, or get a little uncomfortable, good. That means we talked about something real.
Make sure you subscribe, follow, share this episode with somebody who needs to be part of the conversation. You can catch us on YouTube and all podcast platforms. And listen, if you suddenly discovered a sibling after this episode, well,
Keep going, keep going.
I'm just saying.
Somebody.
And as always, we'll build a legacy without blueprints. It's your boy, Kevin B. the Brand, alongside
Your girl, Shou, the vibe enhancer.
And we'll see you on the next episode.